Good morning. It's September 14th, 2025. Um, it's pretty quiet, right? Yeah, we unfortunately had to rehome our puppy. Not because he was a problem, not because he was a monster or anything like that. He was amazing. Um, just couldn't we just couldn't pull it together. It was it was just difficult, you know? It was I had a hard time as I handed him over, but we're still gonna see him. He was with a friend, and she's become a friend. She's a friend of a friend, but she's got the same spelling as my wife, her name. Um, just so many similarities. There's so many things that we connect on. So it's brings me peace on that. And I tried so hard. My wife and daughter acknowledged that I tried so hard. But they had noticed we were just struggling, and we were struggling as a family. We've never been animal people, and my wife said it best that, do you feel like we're living our life or someone else's? And when she said that last week, kind of really hit me. I'd been thinking about it, and and I thought she's absolutely right. I'm trying to make something happen that's just simply not going to happen. And I love the guy. he, he's a great dog. Um, but the new family, they have two kids. They're gonna be able to spend way more time. We just didn't have the time to spend with them that he needed as a puppy. And I'm at peace with that. And I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad because a lot of the state of the country we're in. I'm sad in general. But the reason for this video is, I'm still trying to find my footing. I'm still trying to find. I don't want to say myself. I just I don't really know how to. I don't know how to articulate it. I'll never know what happened at my pastor's house on July 4th with their one dog. Um, I connected with him in a way I had never had before. But there was a lot going on at the time too. My wife and I were struggling, um, and there was a lot going on. Um, and I've my family, my wife and daughter have gone through a lot with my journey through um, this with my dad. Um, and it's just put it. It's had its toll. But the other night, a couple nights ago, when we had made a decision to rehome them, we're crying. We were crying, and my wife says we're at the dinner table, and she says, "Should we pray?" And I never found her more attractive in my life, and I'm like, "That's my wife," and uh, and we prayed. And I believe that God led us to the people, the family that have him, and they're keeping his name, which is awesome. Um, and but my reason for this is I tried something. I was trying to figure out what happened with my pastor's dog, the one, and um, we thought that it would be good for me. A little over, I get nightmares for that night periodically. They're few and far between, but it started ramping up, like reoccurring. Some nights twice. There was one night in particular I couldn't wake up from. I just couldn't get up, and they really started taking a toll on me. I was really having a hard time, and it just it was really getting to me. It was causing me to go backwards. I was going into a mess, and then um, you know, we're getting ready to come into 2 years and just shy of 2 months. It'll be 2 years that my dad this whole situation occurred. Um, but really, yeah, I mean, it's the reason for this video is you can try something, and it it doesn't mean it has to work out. And for me, I'm still trying to find I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to find solitude, and I felt like I was an upward trajectory before getting the puppy, and that's not to say anything was wrong with the puppy. It's just who I am as a person, who we are as a family, and it just didn't work out. And it's not to say anything bad about us. It's not to say anything bad about him. Um, we tried. We all thought that it would be good for me, and it turned out it wasn't. And and that's okay. That's okay. I can hurt. I can be sad, and but the fact of the matter is that growth is not linear. It is not just an upward trajectory anytime you're doing anything, uh, whether it be practice, what a sport, whatever, studying. You can burn out. You can have setbacks. You can have uh, it will never be. Oh, I'm progressing every single day. No, there's no decline. Nothing. It doesn't work that way, and it's okay. It's okay that this didn't work out. It's okay that I'm sad. It's okay that um, you know, that we we like the dynamic of the three of us. It's okay. Um, so if you're watching this, don't be afraid to try something and not succeed. Sure, it might end up hurting you, you know, but it doesn't have to destroy you. This could have been the best thing ever. My brother was so adamant that this was going to be the best thing for me because it's really good for his wife and son. And I have a new appreciation for animal lovers. I have just so much respect, so much. Um, I really tried to make it work. I really did, and you know, that's that's life sometimes. And but I would my purpose for doing these videos from the get go was to be as honest as I possibly can because sugarcoating, making up stories, whatever, is not going to do anyone any good if my true purpose or my true reasoning for doing this is trying to help others. And so I just felt like I needed to. This is a hard moment. This is a hard time for me. Um, I love him. Last few videos you've seen me talking about him, holding him. Uh, he brought me a lot of joy. He really did. He also brought me a lot of frustrations, and and he's a puppy. That's what they're supposed to do. Um, he's learning, and I felt like I had a baby again. I'm too old for that. I love him, I really do, and I know with. He looked so happy last night playing with those kids. Um, those kids love him. The family love him. He's as highly as I think of myself, of my family. Um, we did the best we could, but our best. I think really highly of myself. I really do. So this is really hard. This is a tough one, but they will be better for him. And in the bigger picture, they are better for him. Cool thing is, they're going to use us as their dog sitter. So we'll have him for a couple days or whatever here and there. We'll still be part of his life. So that's really cool. That's you know, uh I'm excited about that. And so, it wasn't goodbye. It was see you soon. Stephen Kellogg has a song, uh see you later, see you soon. And because he doesn't like goodbyes. And my brother also does not like goodbyes. Um I don't know that anyone really likes goodbyes. If they do, they're weird. But um, or maybe they. Anyways, I'm going off that ADD or whatever. Squirrel. Um, I tried something. It didn't work, and that does not deter me from the reason for these videos. Does not deter me from. I am going to bring as many people to heaven with me as I can. Um, this is a minor setback, and I'm going to pick myself back up, regroup, and keep marching forward. And you just won't see the puppy anymore. And I'm glad that I did those videos with him. Um, I don't watch these, but I might at some point um, watch them, those ones, because like I said, I love them. I love the little guy. But I will say, since this I was having these nightmares almost daily, almost nightly, and just it was getting really bad. It was getting really bad, and wasn't sleeping much. Um, my wife thinks that it was because of the anxieties of the dog triggering other stuff. Um, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know why it started so intensely. No idea. But I will say that when we came to the decision as a family that this is what we had to do, um, the I've not had a nightmare since, and my wife thinks that it's because there was an end date. We had a date of when we were gonna hand them over, and I hate saying that. I hate um I hate acknowledging that, but my wife thinks that, and I can't disagree with her. Maybe there was some relief. Maybe there was like I'm not gonna deal with some of this stuff anymore. And and again, it's okay. Um, we made sure he's in a good home. He's in a really good home, and but the nightmare stopped. I slept really good. Well, I did not sleep really good last night. The night before I did. Last night, um, I was trying to redo my music room where I was letting him sleep. It's great, his stuff. I wanted to move some of my music gear around. So it was after midnight. My wife was sound asleep finally, and so I moved some stuff around just so when she got up, because she was developing her routine with him, and so I put stuff, my music stuff, in place of where his crate was, where his stuff was, and my wife told me this morning that it really helped her to see stuff there in place of. It wasn't just an empty spot, and my wife means the world to me, and I wanted her to have some peace, some comfort this morning when she woke up, because she wasn't anticipating having an easy time, and so she told me that it helped. We're gonna go back to we're gonna pick up where we were at prior, and we're just gonna keep moving forward as a family. But we prayed as a family several times during all this, and it was beautiful. And if anything, I pray for my daughter before she goes to sleep every night. Um, just something we do, and we prayed as a family. I loved it. So if anything, something I would like to incorporate, um, especially in the day we're living in, man, I had no idea there was so much wickedness out there. I mean, I knew it was like there, I just didn't know. And that's not what this video is for. But these videos are to draw you closer to Jesus, ultimately. And praying as a family is a beautiful thing. It draws you closer to Jesus as a family. So if anything, if nothing else, the sorrow we felt, it was like, we need to pray. We need to put this in Jesus' hands. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And my dad would love hearing that. My dad would love knowing that it's how my mom and dad raised us. And sadly, it's not something, like I said, I've prayed for my daughter before she goes to bed for a long time now, years. And it's really the first time we prayed the way we did as a family, and was during this time, this turmoil. And isn't that what it's all about? Drawing closer to Jesus. And with the two people that live in my house, like, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah. I didn't really know how this video was gonna go. I don't write anything down. Like I said, I don't write anything down. I just speak right from the heart, and I just thought, I wanna do a video on this. I wanna share that what I'm going through right now, This was last night. I mean, literally 12 hours ago. And yeah, 12 hours ago. And you know, don't be afraid to try something new. If you're watching these videos because of grief, because of whatever, why ever you're watching these, and if you're finding any kind of peace, comfort, don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. And don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to not succeed. Um, we we have never been animal people, and we have trained him to be. He'd go potty. We'd say, "Oh, I gotta go potty." He'd go out the sliding door, go down. We trained him to go down the stairs, trained him to go up the stairs, and we could stand right at the sliding door, and he would go down, and then we got to where, "Hey, wanna come in?" And he looks, perks up, and he runs right in, right up the stairs. He sits right down at the mat so we could clean his paws. We did all that. We're not even animal people. We never were. I'm a little bit better than I thought I was, and, I'm impressed. I'm happy at the stuff that we are able to teach them. Um, so I learned some stuff about myself. My wife did too, but, my family, but I digress. Um, Ultimately, I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna dust myself off and keep marching forward. And, like I said, I'm gonna bring as many people to heaven with me as I can. And, we had a horrible attack on Christianity. To my recollection, this is the first attack on Christianity in America I have seen. And I've seen so much darkness come out from people. But I've also seen a lot of people who have realized how dark things really are. And like I said, I'm going to bring as many people with me as I can. I'm going to share the love of Jesus, and yeah, we're going to be worshiping Jesus in heaven, and hopefully sooner than later. Until next time.